driving the trail here. We're checking out Hellhole Canyon today in San Diego County, out in Valley Center. So let's go check it out. I hear this place gets super hot in the summer, but today it's like 72 maybe degrees at the most, and nice little breeze. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna go check it out. So right off the get-go, they've got hitching posts right there for your horses, interpretive signs. They've got bathrooms and drinking water over there for you. So, and then some interpretive signs all along here that tell you what kind of plants there are. So this is a pretty cool little spot. And then we'll check it out as we go along, and we'll see you further down in the canyon. All right, so I'm about a third of a mile in, and here's where you kind of get your first view of where you're going down. So we're going to continue on down here, obviously. As this goes down, it's going to end up on this trail way down here in the canyon. And then there's a couple different ways, but the main way I think is off to the right. It takes you all the way up to the top of the mountain over there and up to the views. So we're going to check it out. Looks like there's quite a lot of flowers growing over there. That'll be nice to see. So we'll see what we see when we get down there. All right, now we're about 3/4 of a mile in, and we're getting to our first real shade. All the rest of it was scrub and sage and everything, and not a whole lot of shade, but there's a couple spots you can tuck in. But right now, there's first real shade. There's trees and everything. Just crossed over a stream. The sand is still wet, but there's no actual surface water. So this is kind of a nice little spot, though. But there's a little bit of water there. So this will be nice for just a couple minutes, and then I think we get away from this all again. So enjoy it while it lasts. A little bit of shade is always good, especially on a hot day. All right, I'm about 1.4 miles in now, and I came to my first split in the trail here. So this is the Horse Thief Trail to the right, and to the left continues the Hell Creek Trail. So we're going to go to the right because that's the route I want to take and go all the way up to the top of the mountain there. So we're going right. See you at the top. All right, I'm getting a little winded because about 1.7 miles in, just shy of that, is when you start your first uphill from the trailhead. So went down, hit the creek, went along the creek for a little bit, slight tiny uphill, and then like I said, about 1.7, right where that last split was, starts to go uphill. So just be prepared for that. And it's a little rockier, but for the most part it's hard dirt, packed very well. Easily marked, easy to find, easy to see. All right, all done with Hellhole Canyon. Me personally, I would rate this as one of my favorite hikes for a few reasons. You got uphill, downhill, you got a couple of peaks, you got some great views, you got some flat areas. They've got an amazing parking area. You can see behind me, the bathrooms. They provide water at the start of the trail. You can just fill everything you need, and you got plenty of water. The trails are absolutely amazingly well marked. I did the Lost in the Cave trick. I just took every right, made the largest loop I could make, and it was 10.3 miles from trailhead to back here. So if you're looking for a good 10-mile hike, just take every right you can make, and you'll end up back here. The only bad thing I have about this entire trail, two things, I guess. One is there's not a whole lot of shade. There's some. Definitely wouldn't do this in the middle of the day because you'll have even less. But the biggest downer is you end the hike with an uphill. It's about 0.7 miles, 0.7 of a mile. So anybody knows after, almost 10 miles and then you do another 0.7 uphill, it wears on you. So that's really the only bad thing. Other than that, I love this trail. This is amazing. Definitely wouldn't do it in the summer. But right now, with the temperatures the way they were, it's perfect. And like I said, the views were amazing. I was out here for 4 hours. No, not even 4 hours. And had the place to myself. Didn't see a single person until right at the very end. That car you just saw leaving, I caught up to them about a quarter mile down the trail. She was just here walking her dog real quick, and then she left. So other than that, I had the place to myself. It was awesome. So definitely would recommend coming out to Hellhole Canyon. It's out off Paradise Mountain Road in Valley Center in San Diego. So check it out. It's awesome. You will not be disappointed. Just don't come when it's hot. You will be disappointed. All right. See you guys later. Keep on moving.